views, opinions, positions, or strategies expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect those of the staff, management, or advertisers of WLAF.
You've tuned in to Campbell County's premier sports talk show. Jake Miller Sports Talk is on the air from now until 8 p.m. Call into the show by way of 423-562-1450. Jake Miller Sports Talk starts now on WLAF.
And welcome into the show, Jake Miller Sports Talk, live right here on WLAF. Jake Miller, Matthew Moore, Coach Kitts of the Lady Cougars. Coach, how we doing tonight?
Great, man. Feels good. And like I said, I don't know what's going to happen another hour and a half from now, but, I'm excited.
Absolutely. Talk to us a little bit about this team. Of course, Presley Chapman leading the way for you for the majority of the season. And, we're looking to see Campbell County come out of here tonight with a big win. Of course, we're already guaranteed a spot in the region, but we're not thinking about that right now. We're thinking of taking this on a game-by-game basis. Take it one game at a time, survive in advance, because you want to play at home in the region tournament. Give yourself that advantage.
Yeah, definitely. We want to come out tonight. There's a lot at stake for us because, you win this game, you're getting to play for your championship plaque tomorrow night or Monday night. And plus, win or lose, win, you get to play at home on the following Friday night. So it means a lot. We're young. The games like this, tournament time, you don't know how, that inexperience really sets in, which Central players have not been in this environment either. Playing in tonight maybe, but hopefully going forward, I hope our girls come out and just stay calm. And I expect it to be pretty ugly basketball in the beginning, just because both teams are trying to figure each other out. But I'm expecting a close game. We're going to try our best to keep it close. They're pretty good. They had Powell beat at Central early in the season. A couple bad plays, so they're a really good basketball team. They've had a kid go out and come back in, and and the other night when she played against us, we really didn't know that she was even going to play. So we didn't get a scout against her. She had 32 against us, but we feel like we can control what she does tonight, and we'll see. We'll hope if we can rebound, I think we'll win.
Absolutely. Coach, what can we look forward to tonight? Who's going to be your key players?
I think Presley, obviously, getting to the rim, but and Coleman's back, so I think that's going to help us. But we need somebody to step up outside of that group, maybe like a wild card, like a Carly Allen could get hot, or somebody like even Reagan. I think defensively tonight, Reagan's got a big part and big role to play, but I need an Albright or somebody to step up, maybe even Ailey Faulkner, maybe hit a couple threes. We're just banking on somebody else to step in and kind of tip the scale in our favor a little bit, and that's either with a big rebound or a huge three.
Absolutely. Coach, you have the tough task right now. So I've been craving something for a little bit now. And it's Toots Chicken down in Murfreesboro. Oh, wow. So you hold that key right now, Coach. I'm counting on you.
You know what? And I'll say this, it takes a lot to get there. It does. And obviously you're playing for that. I really, honestly, truly, in my heart, believe that eventually we're going to be there. Like, it may not be this year, but I think in the next few years we're going to be there, so you may get your chicken.
Hey, I'm all about it. And Caden Poston is going to pay for it.
I like that idea. I like that idea.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you all.
We will see you after the game.
Thank you all.
That is Coach Jason Kitts. Campbell County, of course, taking on the Central Lady Bobcats tonight here at 7:30. It's going to be broadcasted live over WLAF, and that is going to be the main focus tonight. But, of course, earlier today we got the news that Coach Ernie Clawson will no longer be the head coach of the Campbell County head men's basketball program at the high school. This comes after he has made the decision to make time for his son Keaton, who plays at Cumberland Gap, and go watch him play his senior year. And, of course, you have to be a parent first, and everybody that is watching this that is a parent can respect that. Of course, some other things have went into, well, where do we go from here? What do we tell the team? Of course, the team had their meeting today at 2:30. Caden Poston is going to be joining me later in the show to discuss that a little bit more. And then, of course, we got Jellicoe High School on the flip side of that. They're going to be playing down at Roane State Community College tomorrow in the semifinals of their district tournament. And should they win that, they will, of course, play on Monday. Jellicoe, of course, advances to the region as well. We had a chance to sit down with head coach Mike Reynolds. Matthew's going to play that interview here in just a moment. But one of the things I want to talk to everybody about before we get into this interview was jumping back to Campbell County. When Ernie took the job, brought his brother Brandon, brought in his staff, Campbell County basketball had hit rock bottom. They were not winning ball games. Nothing seemed like it was going right. Nothing was good. Insert Ernie Mack and Brandon. And what did they do? They stabilized the program. They won 17 games last year. So at the end of the day, Campbell County basketball took a step in the right direction because of those two men, and we wish them the best in their future endeavors. I do not have word yet on who is going to be the interim head coach in the meantime, but at the end of the day, we're going to move right along, and Campbell County will continue its search. Of course, Matthew Moore is on the mic with me right now. And, Matthew, you finally got a chance to try some of that pizza from down the road.
It's not Charlie's, for that, it's not going to get a 10.
It's not going to get a 10.
Not even going to get a 9. Gave it maybe a 7. It's respectable, but I'll take Charlie's 9 out of 10 times of the week. You know what I mean?
But I'll tell you this, the best chicken you're ever going to get is down at Toots. And like I said, Caden Poston is going to pay for it. Josh Parker's going to make the trip when Our Lady Cougars hopefully make that run down to Murfreesboro. And Caden's going to bring that card, and we're going to swipe it. We're going to eat some chicken, fried pickles, oysters, fried mushrooms. We're going to get it all, Caden. It's all on your dime. That's how it's going to be.
Is it the best chicken?
It is the thing that is created ever. That is what that is, Matthew. It is the thing that was created ever. It'll give you the feeling like a kid in a candy store, as a matter of fact. So here in just a minute, Matthew, we'll go ahead and cue that interview up with Coach Mike. And we'll go ahead and get that rolling because I want to get Caden in here and talk to him for a little bit before we get into the interview with Tyler Williams, the Knoxville Ice Bears. He's going to be joining us at 6:20, so we're looking very forward to that. But, we got a chance to talk with Mike earlier today and want to talk to him about the game that they're playing tomorrow night against Oneida. That game, like I said, will be played at Roan State. Matthew, you got the interview queued up. We are ready to roll. Enjoy, folks. Stay with us. Jake Miller Sports Talk and WLAF. Please be joined by the head coach of your Jellicoe Blue Devils, Mike Reynolds. Coach, how are we doing today?
Doing well.
And Coach, we got a big game tomorrow night as Jellicoe gets ready to take on Oneida, a team that you have lost to twice this year, played pretty close earlier in the year, but this is a tale as old as time. It is hard to beat a team 3 times in basketball. That is one of the things that we have seen not only at the high school level, but at the collegiate level as well. How are you mentally preparing for it, and how are you getting your guys prepared?
We're preparing. It's the district semifinals, so we look at it as a great opportunity. And Oneida's a really good team, and it's a good challenge. But we're just preparing like we would any other game. We got to get everything ready and bring a big effort. You're in the district semifinals, so you just come ready to play.
And of course, coming off a big win the other night, in which a game, you start watching, the film on that game, and you get towards the end of the game, and you see things happen, and it's like, okay, well, this happened. All of a sudden, Trey Van's out of the ball game, your leading scorer. How are we going to utilize him in this game on Friday night?
Well, he's got to play well, obviously, and we need him to play well. He's got to stay out of foul trouble. I mean, he can't commit the fouls that he committed the other night to get himself in foul trouble. So he's got to play smart. All the rest of our kids have to do the same. Play good on the defensive end, rebound the basketball, and we'll give ourselves a chance to compete and win. But he has to play well. We need him to come ready to play, and I have confidence that he will.
And speak a little bit about the leaders on this team and what they have done so far to get you guys to this point. Of course, now you're guaranteed 3 more games. You got, Friday night, whatever happens after that, and then you guys will advance on in the region. But just talk about how important those leaders have been and then what it's going to mean if you are able to host the game in the regional tournament coming up.
Well, Trey's our leader. He's been around for a while. He played on the team, started on the team that went to state tournament. He's played in a lot of big basketball games. He's our leader, and he's done a good job and works hard. So that always helps when your leader works. It's important, and district championships are good and all that. The region, you're playing for seeding in the region right now. If you can get that home region game, it always helps. Now, I mean, you got to go play no matter what, but advancing in the region tournament is how you try to get to your ultimate goal of making it to the state tournament. So it's important. So that home region game is important. It's not the end of the world if you don't get it, but certainly it's better if you can.
Absolutely. And talk about what you're going to do leading up to everything coming up. You've got 3 games guaranteed. You've got everything in front of you. What's it going to take to get Jellicoe back to Murfreesboro?
Well, we got one game tomorrow night against Oneida, and that's the one we're going to focus on. And we got to play defense, we got to rebound, we got to take care of the basketball. That doesn't change, and you got to play with a sense of urgency in the postseason, and make sure that you're you're coming out ready to play. You can't wait on somebody else to do something. You got to go do it yourself. So our kids, I think, will be ready, and it'll be fun. It's always fun this time of year in postseason to compete and try to advance. But our focus is just on tomorrow night in the district semifinal against Oneida.
Absolutely. And, Coach, tell us where to find the game tomorrow for those that cannot make it to the game.
I'm not sure. I know WECO radio down in Morgan County, they'll broadcast it. I'm not sure the actual number of their radio frequency number, but it's WECO. I know the Independent Herald Sports Network from over in Scott County, they'll live stream it. They've already put in the request to live stream, and they'll live stream it. I don't know if the Jellicoe Media Group is going to live stream it or not. I've not saw anything from them as far as approval. They could. I'm not sure. So there's a couple of places that they can, and obviously we'd love for everyone to come down to Roane State and watch two good basketball games tomorrow. You know, we play Oneida, and then Oliver Springs and Sunbright play. The girls semifinals are tonight, and then we play tomorrow. So should be a great atmosphere. That's a good gym, and this district's competitive, and everybody brings a good following as far as the crowd goes. So it should be a good atmosphere.
Coach, thank you so much for your time. We'll talk soon.
All right, appreciate it.
That is head coach Mike Reynolds. Stay with us. More Jake Miller Sports Talk on the way.
We run this city. Are you ready for more? Nothing can hold us down. Are you ready for more? We're here for the crown. Are you ready for more? We run this city.
And welcome back to the show. That was your head coach of the Jellicoe Blue Devils, Mike Reynolds. Ready to rock and roll tomorrow night against Oneida. Of course, Campbell County taking on Central Lady Bobcats tonight. As right now we are watching Powell and Carnes do battle, as it looks like Powell is up 11-10 at the start of the second quarter. Of course, that game will conclude. Campbell County should tip off around 7:30. Of course, Matthew, in these tournament games, you can't necessarily guarantee a start time. That is the one thing I have learned from the time I was a young child, is if you're playing in a tournament, there's no guaranteed start time. You're just going to go whenever they give you the allotted time. Of course, some tournaments, they always run behind. But I think we finally got a formula now to where it actually works. So thank God for that. Of course, Josh Parker is in the house. Josh Parker is ready to roll on the play-by-play tonight for your Lady Cougars. And one of the things that we want to talk about before we head to our interview with the alternate captain of the Knoxville Ice Bears, Tyler Williams, is the fact that Tennessee basketball, Matthew, is on the up and up. You know, of course, dropping a couple of tough losses to Kentucky. But Nate Ament, star freshman, projected to go number 7 overall in the NBA draft, has really shown out in these last 7-8 games. And it really seems like, you know, at first everyone's like, well, he grew up in that game. He grew up in that game. And at first I was like, I don't know if we can go there yet. I don't know if we can say that yet because he's not done enough. He had one good game. Well, then he had another good game, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then another. And it just kept going. So Nate Ament officially has grown up and has become a true basketball player. Of course, he's averaging, I think, 26 points over the last few games, as well as Tennessee looks towards that Southeastern Conference tournament here in just a couple of weeks. Of course, Tennessee won it in 2022, had not won it since 1979 before that. And as we do that, we're going to get more into March Madness. And then Matthew gets to make a bracket. Josh Parker gets to make a bracket. Caden Poston, Jim Freeman. Everybody at the station is going to make a bracket. We're going to have a bracket challenge for that. We're also going to have a bracket challenge for the fans. We're going to set up a link on ESPN, and we're going to send that out via Facebook, via Twitter. However you get your news from WLAF, we're going to send it out to you. And we might have something special, Matthew, in line for someone who wins the bracket challenge. Now, the rules with this, Matthew: you cannot be an employee of WLAF to win the fan one. We get enough stuff as it is, man. He shakes his head, yes. But coming up here in just a few minutes, we're going to hit a quick commercial break. We're going to be interviewing with the alternate captain of the Knoxville Ice Bears. I got to get used to that because the alternate captain in hockey. But the Ice Bears doing well as of late. They're one game back from 4th place. They just changed the playoff format in the SPHL, which is the league they play in. And, of course, most time, all but 2 teams from that league go to the playoffs. Knoxville Ice Bears, the runner-up from last year, and they have the most successful program out of any team in the SPHL. We're looking forward to our interview with Tyler. Stay with us. Jake Miller Sports Talk continues right here on WLAF.
If you're looking for quality at bargain prices, look no further than Hammers in Clinton. Family owned and operated, Hammers is there to help you stretch that dollar. Need jeans? Hammers has them. Need boots? Hammers has those. Need something orange for game day? Hammers has that as well. And don't forget to check out their home decor. When you visit Hammers in Clinton, you save money and time with a one-stop shop. And don't forget that RC and moon pie before you leave. Hammers, off the Clinton exit, just past Community Trust Bank. Easy to find, easy to shop.
Need tires and alignment? How about an oil changer, maybe brake work? Whatever your car, truck, or SUV needs, the folks at Hensley Tire and Service are ready to help you. When it comes to your vehicle, come to Hensley's Tire and Service. You'll find us in La Follette, where Indiana meets Beach. For your next set of tires or service needs, call Hensley Tire and Service, 423-563-8473.
Go Cougars! Hi, I'm Macy Wilcox, the owner of La Follette Nutrition, and at La Follette Nutrition, we support the Cougars. Stop by and get a loaded tea and shake or a superfood bowl. And don't forget, we have seasonal menus. We're located at 240 West Central Avenue, Suite 9, across from First Baptist Church.
I'm Bailey Ball. Come see my dad, Billy, at La Follette Mine Supply. Hey, he's my dad too. Come see our dad for septic tanks, PVC pipe, septic chambers, and rebar. Be sure and ask about our low prices on Tractor Ag Fluid, Def Fluid, and Rotella T4 motor oil. What's that? No kids zone? You can read?
The staff at LUB, La Follette Utilities Board, is there for you. You may be needing new service at your future home. LUB crews bring the experience, know-how, and equipment to put you in service. And when troubles arise, LUB crews are there, no matter the hour or the day, to restore your service. Connect to LUB.org or call 423-562-3316 for assistance on new service, existing service, or to report an outage. Count on LUB to be there.
Since 1917, People's Bank of the South has been providing banking services to our friends and neighbors in Campbell and surrounding counties. Along with traditional services, we offer the latest technology as well, including contactless debit cards, mobile banking, remote deposit, mobile wallets, and more. All this, and we are still here to answer the phone when you call. Stop by and see us today. People's Bank has 3 convenient locations. Our main office is in the heart of La Follette, a second location in Jacksboro near the mall, and our Clinton branch is just off I-75 at exit 122. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
BP is here for you. Rice Oil features BP at Big O's Valley and at Cumberland Crossing BP. BP provides the energy that keeps Campbell County and America moving. Amoco is here for you. Amoco brings you the quality fuel that Americans have been trusting for more than 100 years. Find Amoco at West End Amoco. Save 15 cents a gallon on BP and Amoco every time you use your BP card. Apply today. BP, Amoco, from Rice Oil, La Follette.
Campbell County's premier sports radio and TV talk show is on the air. This is Jake Miller Sports Talk on WLAF.
Back here on the program, Jake Miller Sports Talk, WLAF, 1450 AM, 100.9 FM, Comcast Channel 1089. Pleased to be joined by the alternate captain of your Knoxville Ice Bears, Tyler Williams. Tyler, how are you, sir?
Doing well. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, man. You know, talk to us about the team chemistry right now, man. You know, I've been going to games all season, really enjoying it, and it seems like the chemistry is really built over the course of the season. And now that we're in the back half of the schedule, what can we expect heading into the playoffs here in just a few short weeks?
Yeah, I mean, as you know, throughout a season, teams go through highs and lows, and the overall goal of that is to kind of be hitting your highest of highs right before playoffs, and I think we're starting to do that, you know, finding goals, finding ways to win games, and it feels really good. We got a really good crew, so it's always fun here in Knoxville.
Absolutely. And what does it mean to play for the Knoxville Ice Bears? You're in an organization, like I said, that has had great success, and it's a huge sports city. And, eventually, you start to look around, you go to some of the games, and then you start to see your name on the back of some of those jerseys walking around. So what does it mean to you to be able to play for the Knoxville Ice Bears?
Yeah, it really means a lot. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to all the guys on the squad. I mean, we see how much support all the teams in Knoxville get, whether it's UT football, baseball, basketball, anything like that, and obviously the Ice Bears. And it means a lot to all of us having so much support and having really the city come behind you and be there with you for the highs, the lows, and everything. So it means a lot to all of us.
Absolutely. And, tell me a little bit about how you got started in the sport. When did you first pick up the stick? And really, what made you fall in love with the game of hockey?
Yeah, I mean, I started young. I had a couple of my uncles play growing up, all my cousins, and so it kind of runs in the family a little bit. But I just remember being really young, playing mini sticks with both my brothers, and really just falling in love with it from there. We always wanted to play against each other, with each other out on the street, stuff like that. And obviously the love just kept growing, and I've loved being a part of teams and winning games and stuff like that. So it's really been for a while, but I did start when I was 3.
Very nice, very nice. And now, Tyler, not going to keep you too long, but we do want to get into some of the fun questions that we have for you here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, of course, you've been in Knoxville. This is your second season with the Ice Bears, correct?
That is correct.
So when you get out of a game, or better yet, let's backtrack a little bit. If it's just your favorite go-to food spot, because you don't have many options after you guys get done on Friday and Saturday nights, what is your go-to food spot in Knoxville?
Overall go-to food spot is probably Sevier Ave Burger. I like it's called the Hangover there, and it's got the egg on there, and usually I'm there once or twice a week picking up food, so that for me is probably number one.
Very nice. And, everybody's got their hobbies outside of hockey. As we're doing this interview, you're actually walking your dog, so obviously your dog is a big part of your life. So tell us about some of your hobbies outside of hockey.
Yeah, outside of hockey, I'm a big golfer. Whenever the weather's nice, I'm trying to swing them. And then, I just got a puppy, so recently he's been taking up a lot of my time. And then I do like to go to sporting events, like I caught a football game this year, been to a basketball game, some other things like that. So, yeah, that's pretty much for the most part what I'm doing outside of here.
So who's the better golfer, you or Jimmy Soper?
Oh, I'd like to say it depends the day, but he's pretty good as well.
Gotcha. He strikes me as a golfer. I don't know what it is about him, but he does strike me as a golfer. And, another thing I ask everybody that comes on the show, what is on your playlist right now, your top 5 songs?
Oh, top 5 songs. I do play a lot of Eminem, being a Detroit guy. I like Creedence Clearwater Revival, some 80s music my parents would listen to. And then Sarah's Place by Zach Bryan's a big one for me as well.
Nice.
I would say probably a mix of that's probably up there for me.
Gotcha. And, just some more fun questions here. Which one of your teammates is the most likely to forget their helmet when you guys are going, down to Pensacola, over to Fayetteville? Who is the most likely to forget their helmet or a piece of equipment?
It would probably be Cam Toby, number 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not expect that answer.
Yeah.
I don't know who I was expecting. I was not expecting Cam. But, that's one of those things, it happens all the time in sports. You either forget something, which luckily, when you reach a certain level, it's just taken care of for you at that point. So
yeah.
That's the good thing about that. And, Tyler, another thing that I wanted to be able to allow you to do was come on and plug your social media. So tell everybody where they can find you on social.
For the most part, it's just Instagram. It's at Tyler Williams, but the E in Tyler is a 3, and the first I in Williams is a 1.
That is
like
clever.
TYL3R W1LLIAMS.
Nice. I like it. Tyler,
Yep.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your time, man. We don't want to take up too much of your time, but tell us a little bit about the upcoming schedule and what we can expect to see out of you guys.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're just focused on going down to Birmingham and hopefully stealing 2 games here. To be honest, I don't usually look that too far ahead, but as of right now, that's just this week. We've been prepping for that and hopefully take care of business there and keep climbing the rankings.
Absolutely. Tyler, thank you so much for your time, man. Can't wait to talk soon and go get us another cup.
Sounds good. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. That is Tyler Williams, the alternate captain for the Knoxville Ice Bears, number 3. Check him out on socials. Matter of fact, Matthew, go ahead and put your headset on because you also are going to experience a game soon. I encourage everybody out there, if you have never been to a Knoxville Ice Bears game, you need to go and watch the Knoxville Ice Bears.
Yeah, I would love to go. I haven't been to one yet because it's my work schedule and everything. It's kind of tough, but I think I'm going to try to find a Saturday and stop by and watch the game because those games are just electric.
They are,
and
they're very affordable.
Yeah. Especially considering the University of Tennessee last football season raising their prices like they almost do every year. But I do have a thought. And I noticed you did this, and I just want to ask, why didn't you ask Mike Reynolds what songs are on his playlist?
Because Mike Reynolds does not have a playlist. Mike Reynolds does not listen to music. Mike Reynolds has no hobbies outside of coaching. His priorities go God, family, basketball. That is the only 3 priorities in his life.
And that plan works, I think, very well for him because he is a winning coach, probably one of the best coaches in the area.
I'd say he's and obviously I can't show bias here, but I'm going to anyway. He might be the best head coach in Jellicoe basketball history. I mean, that was their first time ever making it to state 2 years ago. So, I mean, you have to rank him up there with one of the best, if not the best.
What, 20 years next year?
Next year will make 20 years for Mike. 20 years at Jellicoe. And, of course, that's something he really enjoys over there. He loves that school. They love him. And, I just hope it continues forward. Hoping they make a run as well as our Lady Cougars here tonight. We're going to hit our last timeout here in just a second. When we return, we're going to get Josh Parker. We're going to get Caden Poston. And we're going to have us a blast is what we're going to do. Every time Caden Poston comes on this show, it's electric. I love Caden Poston. I love Josh Parker. We're going to make it happen here in just a moment. Stay with us. Jake Miller Sports Talk continues right after this.
We invite you to join us on Tuesday, March the 10th for Meet the Candidates here on WLAF. We'll be asking questions posed to the candidates for mayor, also those running for sheriff. Susan and I will be moderating this event. We're making sure that you get the answers to the questions to help you make a better decision when you go to the poll.
This year's forum is going to be at the West La Follette Recreation Center. It's going to be a live event, and you're all invited to come out, be a part of the audience, and meet your candidates.
This event broadcast live on WLAF, of course on radio, AM 1450, FM 100.9, and then WLAF TV 1089, on the Lindsay's video player on our web channel, 1450WLAF.com.
That's the WLAF Meet the Candidates at the West La Follette Rec Center. Doors are going to open at 6:30 with the broadcast starting at 7.
In the meantime, for the latest updates during this election cycle, connect to our web channel, 1450WLAF.com.
Campbell County's only daily news source.
At Alco Builders and Realty, we have agents that know the area, that are experts in the local market. It's very important in real estate to have someone on your team that understands the market. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.
For more than 5 decades, one name has delivered excellence in paving: Boshears. Boshears Paving. From the perfect finish of your home driveway to commercial parking lots to roads for a new subdivision, Boshears Paving handles all types of paving projects. Boshears Paving protects your investment, enhances curb appeal with expert seal coating and precise professional striping. Unmatched quality, reliability, and service you can trust. No matter your paving needs, Boshears Paving is your solution. Call them today, 423 562-2162.
Hi, this is Kim from Bird Screen Printing. You need custom shirts, signs, or banners? Whether it's for school, business, or special event, we've got you covered. We're local, friendly, and ready to help turn your dreams into a reality. Fast, reliable service from folks you know and trust. Come see us at Bird Screen Printing. Let's get your next project started.
Hey, this is Larry Burge. Stop by and see us today in downtown La Follette at 225 East Central Avenue or call 423-562-3044. 562-3044. Go Cougars!
Whether you're a contractor or you're just handling a project around the house or farm, CNO Metal Sales has the best prices in the tri-state. Metal roofing custom cuts as well as delivery are available from CNO Metal. Be sure and ask us about our lifetime warranty on metal. Matt Klein can handle your big or small jobs from one piece of metal to 100. Select from 22 colors. CNO Metal Sales is right behind O'Reilly's Auto Parts in Middlesboro. Just take a left at the first stoplight and CNL is on the right. See or call Matt at 606-248-5744.
This is Matthew Klein, former Cougar number 42. Come see me at CNL Metal.
Campbell County's premier sports radio and TV talk show is on the air. This is Jake Miller Sports Talk on WLAF.
Back here on Jake Miller Sports Talk, Jake Miller, Matthew Moore, pleased to be joined by the crew. We have Caden Postum, we have Josh Parker. Gentlemen, how are we feeling today?
Get your wide zoom lens on if you're going to get me a post picture.
Yeah. I'm on a diet, seafood diet.
Boy, you see it and you eat it.
I see it, I eat it.
Hey, that's going to be me this next week.
That's what that $6 chili cheese dog meal said for 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's a good deal. I'll tell you that much. Oh, I like those pants, man.
I appreciate that.
What kind are those?
Lululemon.
Lululemon.
Poor school teachers. We can afford her knockoff sister, Lizzie or something. I mean, I don't know if we can afford
Lizzie. Lizzo. But anyway, gentlemen, we got us a big game tonight. Of course, Campbell County taking on Central. And then, of course, we had the news drop today about Ernie Clawson, resigning his position as head coach. That way he can make time to go watch his son Keaton up at Cumberland Gap for his senior year. Yep. And, you guys have got to spend the last 5 years or so with Ernie Mack as a head coach. Just go through some of your favorite experiences that you had with him. Caden, I know my favorite one that involves you, and it's you knocking down Jordan Day and this guy sitting right here.
Yes. Belly-to-belly suplex.
Hey, yeah, my senior year. You go ahead, Josh. And I'll go.
Well, there is no finer man in the land than Ernie Clawson.
Right.
The integrity that just oozes from Ernie is unmatched. And, anytime you can make Ernie Clawson laugh or smile, you feel like you've done something.
Right.
Because Ernie's all business. Oh, yeah. You know that as much as I do. And so occasionally you can get a little tweak in, a little inside joke going, and Ernie will flash that smile, and you feel like you've done something. But, it's a loss for us. I don't blame him, though. I mean, Keaton is growing in to be a special player at Gap, and I don't blame him for wanting to go and be a dad for a year. I mean, he's put his whole life into coaching. I think it's more than reasonable that he gets to be a father for a year. So it's a huge loss for us. We'll miss him. I'll miss Ernie. But I certainly understand where he's coming from. I understand his logic, and gosh, I wish him and especially Keaton the best next year.
Absolutely. And Josh, I think this hits a little harder for you two more so than anybody, but Josh, especially you, before Ernie got to Campbell County, I mean, we'll call it like it is. You had to sit there and you had to watch some rough basketball games. And, there was a lot of turmoil, and then they came in and, like you said, basically instilled class.
Well, and it's just it's a steady hand.
Yes.
And Ernie gave us that steady hand, and, there was ups and downs, several coaches in several years. And Ernie came in, stabilized the program, put a floor down underneath it, and I mean, finished second in the district a couple years ago, and made a region appearance last year. I mean, gosh, at Gap he made a run at the state. I mean, record speaks for itself.
Absolutely.
Well deserved, and a huge loss for us. But man, there is not a better role model. There's not a better mentor. There's not a better leader that our kids could have been around the last 6 years than Ernie Clawson.
Absolutely.
Well, and Brandon too. You speak one, you speak of the other, but those two guys they're the real deal.
Well, and two, like you just mentioned, the support staff, and and you had a chance to be a part of that. So, speak to a little bit of what you feel, as we go into this interview.
Well, Ernie, Matt, and Brandon are everything to me. They are. Besides the boys, they're my pride and joy. Become not just coaching colleagues, co-workers, but best friends. And when I was a senior, I asked Ernie Mac. I said, I played middle school. I wouldn't, my senior year, I didn't need to be playing high school basketball. But I asked Ernie Mac. I said, "Can I be part of the team as a manager?" And he said, "Yes, absolutely." And from there, that next year, he said, "I want you to come coach for me."
Yep.
And I joined that. I accepted. I said, "Absolutely." And Ernie, there's like Josh said, he said it all. There's no greater, finer folks than Brandon and Ernie Mac Clawson. They are mentors. They are everything you would want for your kid to have as a coach. They laid the ground. It's going to be a big loss, and it hurts me for this time to happen. But hey, you know what? For what he's going to see his boy play, there's nothing better than that. Oh. And as a senior, I'm not a dad, but I'll be there one day. You don't get that time back to watch your son play or daughter play, or as a senior, and he deserves to go do that.
Who you paying to be the mama of that kid one of these days? I don't know that he's paying you that much up there at the high school.
Oh, man.
Well, and Keaton had 30-something last night.
Yeah.
All the good things that will happen and are going to happen, they're deserved. They're deserved for Ernie.
I love these last 2 years of coaching with Ernie, Matt, and Brandon. And Blake. I mean, it's been an awesome journey. And Shane, it's been an awesome journey with these boys. And it was a rough day today. It was a tie to take that in. But hey, you know what? It's been worth it. It's been a great journey, and I've enjoyed being part of the Clawson journey.
Well, and Caden, I have to ask this question because I'm always about to pick me up. But who is better looking, you or Brandon?
Oh, it's me. It's me. It'll always be me.
Oh, Lordy. Josh, about 13.
I don't know if that monitor must not be high definition. I don't know. I can't tell.
I'm sure
there's definitely more of you to love. I'll give you that much. How's that?
Yeah.
Josh, you've known me for a long time at this point. You helped me start an organization at Campbell County High School my senior year back in 2012. Did you ever think that 14 years later we'd be sitting here at Halls High School on radio together?
It's always like, I'm always a big believer in paths cross for a reason.
Yep.
And you had that group you were with that whole group you graduated with was a special group, and all of y'all are successful, 14 years later. And if you told me then, no, I had that little preppy look going on back in the day.
Hey, I still got it, man.
You can still rock a loafers and a button-up long-sleeve shirt and khakis like nobody's business.
Hey, pastel shorts.
Oh, God.
The orange pants, the red pants.
March 1st, that'll be his wardrobe for the rest of the spring and summer.
Oh, man. Well, no, why March 1st? Is that when I'm getting back?
Well, no, that's when it warms up, right?
Yeah.
March 1st is the unofficial start. Okay, Jake, you're going on a cruise. Quit rubbing it in. Golly.
Yeah,
we'll be in the coal mines up there at Campbell County High School.
It'll be a snow coming 2 weeks blizzard.
I just had to rub it in a little bit.
Yeah, just a tad.
Tomorrow it's going to be raining. It's going to be dreary. And then down in Fort Lauderdale where I'm going to be, it's going to be about 82 and sunny.
Well, it's going to be 65, Saturday, and then Sunday the bottom falls out. We're back in the 30s.
Yeah.
Flurries.
Well, this is the end of the Jake Miller Sports Talk.
Perfect flu weather. Yeah, sorry, did we? That's your
got
weather weather report.
Yeah.
That is your weather report brought to you by our friends at Blue Detailing and Josh Parker. Guys, go check them out on Facebook if you need anything done to your car. Whether it's just a basic clean or you need a full-blown detail, Blue Detailing does it all. Check them out on Facebook, and they will get right with you.
How great are they?
What's that?
How great are they?
They're fantastic.
They did
I
awesome
love Travis
on my car.
Felicia. Oh, my gosh.
I was going to say, they did your car not too long ago,
They
didn't
did. They did my car.
they? They got all the Taco Bell wrappers out of it?
No, Chick-fil-A, man.
Who drives you over here? Who drives you to Chick-fil-A?
Oh, man. But, no, they're fantastic people. And, Josh, a little bit earlier in the show, we were talking about our basketballs. And, seeing Nate Ament progress over the past, really month or so. I mean, he's really came into his own because at first, I'm not going to put him in Scotty Hobson territory. I'm not going to put him in, that same category. But he almost made that massive jump. Dalton Connect had it from the time he got here to the time he left. Chaz Lanier, kind of the same deal. But he's almost got, almost that Jarnell Stokes. Like, it took him a minute to get going, and then when he finally got going, everything was all good.
It's funny. I was going back and, reading some group texts of that I'm in. Chris Caldwell and all of us, Matthew Chambers.
My dad.
No, your dad's not in this one.
Oh.
But, late November and December in those first games, everybody's like, we paid this cat how much money to come here?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way this guy's going to be worth the money. Over the break, first of the year, SEC play, unbelievable.
He got right.
Unbelievable. I mean, he got religion quick, and I can't help but go back to that moment when he took him off the court. Which game was it? Might have been Auburn. No, it was Ole Miss.
Yep.
When when Beard got tossed, but when he brought him off the court and Barnes was smiling, and they asked him about that in the post game, and he's like, I could tell he was proud of me.
Right.
And like,
I
that's
kind of
what
laughed.
like that's the stuff. You look at all these other coaches on the collegiate level and what jokesters they are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Rick Barnes is the real deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't know. It just blows my. I don't know what else people want. Back-to-back Elite Eights. I mean,
we have an SEC tournament.
Tournament. I mean, I
just see what Rick said last night about the Oklahoma game. I mean, that Oklahoma team. People look at the record and say that's a bad team, but they're really not. They've pulled up some really good.
You still got to
upsets
take care of
this
business.
year. And, he said last night. Rick said last night. This is the best game we played all year. To see that come out of him.
Mm-hmm.
That, as a player, that should mean something.
Well, everybody's like the SEC's down. The SEC's down. They're. And here's my thing: are we down, or is it just parity? NIL, revenue sharing, programs are. Anybody could go out and buy anybody anymore.
Oh, 100%. And we've
So
got 16 teams in the SEC
Yeah,
now?
I don't think it's necessarily the SEC's bad. I just think the SEC is on par with each other now. There's not one or two. They're not the Kentucky, Florida, Tennessee, Arkansas's no more running away with the pack. I think anybody can go out.
Yep.
I think you're seeing that with Vanderbilt. I think you're seeing that with some of those other teams. Look at Calipari, what he's done with Arkansas. I mean, you give him a little bit of that Tyson money and Walmart money.
You do anything.
You can do anything.
Yeah. And, of course, Arkansas has that basketball history and, probably some of my favorite throwbacks.
Oh, man.
That's another thing. Maybe that's what we should do for next season, Posty. You need to get with the administration. We need to come up with a Campbell County throwback. I'm thinking like 03, 04 when we kind of mocked Cincinnati with the 4 stripes down the pants.
Yep. I remember those. I might be able to find him one of my brother's old jerseys, basketball jerseys.
Cool.
Coach Cody.
When Victor Jennings would announce his starting, when he started up there, his number was 55.
Yep.
And so Victor would always introduce him as the speed limit, Cody Parker. So on the PA and stuff. So I'm sure we got a 55.
That's my favorite Parker.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
Oh, Lord. Dealt with him on the football field. Now we get to have a little fun with Josh behind the mic. So, guys, of course, Campbell County getting set to take on Central tonight. Presley Chapman obviously showing out. And everything seems to be falling into place for this team right when it needs to. And, of course, like I was talking about with Coach Kitts earlier, you're guaranteed at least 3 more. We're taking it one game at a time, and we know we're going to play in the region. But the big thing is here, we want to win, and we want to be able to host a region game.
Can't put a number on host. You can't put a factor on how much it is important to host a region game. It's just a whole different flow. It's a whole different setup, a whole different routine. And to be able to host and control some of that is really something. And, it's going to be tough tonight. I mean, we saw at Campbell County, Central's a different team with the Brewer girl back. She had 32 at Air Place. Again, that was without Coleman, though. But, and you think that game probably looks different with Coleman in the game. But, I think you've got Central, and Jake, you remember Central used to go over there and watch a ball game at Central. There's nobody there.
No.
Campbell County always outnumbered Central. We went over there earlier this year, and it was packed. People are buying into the boys' team and to the girls' team, and so Central comes in with a little momentum. I think our girls are ready, though. Talking to them today, I think they're ready, though. I think they understand the assignment, and so I think it's going to come down to, I tell you who I think is the wild card, and I think could be the difference maker tonight, Carly Allen.
Yes.
I think this tournament has a Carly Allen comeback wrote all over it. Just not a comeback, but I mean, the ball, she's not seen many shots fall for her.
Yeah.
I think this is the perfect time for her to see some shots go in. If she gets hot over here, she may put 20 or 30 up.
Absolutely. I 100% agree about that. You know, our Campbell County girls have had a really incredible season this year, you know, like we said, but it's going to be a tough match tonight. And like Josh said, I think the girls are going to come ready to play. I think they've got our mindset and ready to go, take care of business. You know, they've been in this before. They've been in, 2 district championships back to back. I mean, this is it. And I truly believe they bought into everything that they've done this year, and I think they're going to be ready to play. We know Central ain't no sleeper. They're going to come ready to play, but I think girls are going to be a little bit better.
Well, and never underestimate a little bit of motivation.
Yeah.
This team wants another crack at Powell.
Yeah.
And if it's on, and they want it to be on the championship stage, and don't discount how much that fuels this Lady Cougar team tonight as well.
Right. And Jason's done a wonderful job with this group.
Absolutely. And it's, kind of giving the vibes, Josh, you'll remember this, of back in the days of Courtney Morris, Amber Young, Maria Faust, players like that. Because, those girls, they went out and you knew every time they took the floor they had a chance to win.
Courtney could shoot the lights out of it.
Yep.
She came across half court in range. The post presence inside was dominant then.
Yeah, you were not getting an easy layup on those two.
And when you watch Coleman play down low on the block, I've been most impressed with her and York when she played, and Albright, the other freshman that has played quite a bit of minutes this year. There's such a huge jump from middle school live play to high school live play.
Yes.
And it's not overwhelmed them. It's not. That's taken. They've adjusted to it over the course of the season.
Of course.
But it's not overtaken them. It's not swallowed them up or anything. And I think that has been a critical piece in this puzzle this year too. I think the young guns have really, what you're getting with the older ones, right? You know what you're getting with Presley and with Reagan. These young guns have really held their own this year, and they've continued to improve all year.
Absolutely, and that's something that you love to see, because especially when you have a younger team, because now we know we're going to get 2 or 3 more years of that consistency, and that's one of the biggest things that has helped Campbell County, especially the Lady Cougars, over the course of history. And they've had a lot of success throughout the years. Josh, before my time and yours.
Yeah, and you can't underestimate the leadership that Reagan Davis gives on that floor. Reagan knows she's not going to be the leading scorer night in, night out. She'll pop out for 10, 12. What she does away from the ball, especially defensively, and just leading the team, calming the team down, you can't put a point value on that.
No.
You cannot put a point value on that. And with her and Shakira, the other senior, they're such a close-knit team. And it's hard to get high school girls singing off the same hymnal. But this group has, and I think we're probably a couple hours away from it being rewarded with a championship game.
Well, something with the Clawsons taught is doing the little things.
Yes.
Little things win ball games.
Little things always win.
You can score 30, 40 tonight and get beat. But if you do the little things, you're hustling, running down the floor, getting offensive rebound, defensive rebounds, playing excellent defense, communicating on screens. Don't get caught on that screen. Don't get caught on that flare screen. Switch in the way you need to. Little things, details is how you win ball game. That's what Reagan has done this year, is little details of the game to get wins.
100%.
And then it's not just her. It's everybody else. And it's little things. And I think Taraji has done a great job at little things.
Yeah.
She's so athletic. She's so
Abernathy has become lethal offensively.
She's a great ball player. Those little things have got them where they are today, and that's where they got 3 more games.
Taraji will come in you'll look down at the end of the night, she's got 12 or 14 points. And you're like, holy cow. Because you're so impressed by her defense.
Right.
Yep.
You're like, holy cow, where did that come from?
Right.
Because she is such lockdown on defense.
And that's why play-by-play is so much different than what I do. You have so many things that you have to keep up with all at once.
Well, some say I do well, some say
He's
I'm
the best in the country.
But Jake, honestly, I love it. I love being a cheerleader for Campbell County High School. You know, it means a little something extra. We went there.
Mm-hmm.
You worked there. And it just means more. And you just see these kids on a daily basis. And you just know, the high quality of character that these kids are. And you know that it's important for them. As much as winning is nice, they want to go out and represent their school. They want to go out and represent their community. Like, they take that personal. And just being able to do this for as long as I have and just see these kids come through and develop and just turn into amazing adults. I mean, it's the best job in the world. Now, back in the years, there were some times I was afraid when that phone would ring and it was Freeman, I'd be getting a suspension or something because I used to be a little more hairier, but old age has kind of mellowed me out a little bit. But,
I can see the old age.
Yeah, it's right here.
Young radio Jake was a little bit different too.
But yeah, I love it. I mean, it's so much fun. It's every year I'm like, well, this may be my last year. I'm just tired. You know, it's tiresome.
Yeah.
You got a full day at work and then this and stuff. But, you come here to a big game and, the juices kind of start flowing and you kind of know what's on the line. And all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I can keep on doing this for a little while longer.
100%. And that's why, I got back into it. And, it's been very rewarding for me, and especially with the last segment that we are going to do. It's my favorite segment. He's already smiling. He knows what it is. So, Josh, my favorite segment I like to do, the water cooler. It can be about sports. It doesn't have to be about sports. But we bring everybody the most odd news or odd thing that we can find through the week. So we'll start with a 63-year-old man and a 55-year-old woman who started a brawl because of pickleball.
Pickleball's hot right now. I mean,
Do you play pickleball?
I don't play pickleball.
Okay. I was wondering.
I don't like pickles, much less pickleball, right? It's too much physical activity. Boys, when you're committed to the bit, you've got to play it out.
Yeah.
And if you're getting the bad job on one, yeah, you fight for it.
Yeah.
I mean, what's a hobby if it's not worth fighting over?
I know.
I mean, Tennessee fans their whole life.
Yeah.
We can fight anybody if they said the
we
right
fight
word.
each other.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just going on Twitter.
I've seen Tennessee fans fight
look at Tennessee
fans.
Twitter. Right. So, I mean, I just want to know who won.
My pride and joy.
Yeah, I just want to know who won the fight between the 63 and 55-year-old.
Well, they went to jail, so I guess they won.
Well, the bail bondsman won, I guess, then. So.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Bail bondsman and the cops.
Oh, man. But then, so the next story, and it's going to be the last one we talk about. So, Josh, I'm a big jersey guy.
Okay.
The only real jerseys that I buy are Tennessee ones.
Okay.
Because that orange is so hard to fake, and if it comes in wrong, I'm going to be mad about it, and I'm going to throw it away anyway.
Got to be the right Pantone.
Got to be the right Pantone. So I usually get my jerseys off of DHgate because they make them good enough, and they're stitched. Got the tackle twill, and they look good, and you can't tell that they're fake. Like, you really have to know what you're looking for.
And half the price.
Oh, no, less than half, man.
Yeah.
I pay like $20 a football jersey. So, TikTok shop. Josh, old Jake got.
No.
So, obviously, I'm a big hockey guy.
Yep.
So,
big hockey win today by the USA team.
Very big win in overtime against Canada to win the gold. The men play tomorrow night. And that's what we were wanting. We were wanting Team USA jerseys. We got 2 Austin Matthews jerseys.
Oh, I know what this is about.
So, Josh, these things come in. Matthew's about to pull up the picture. Here we go. My life's ruined. And we get these things in. I'm like, oh, they even got the Nike check on it. Lexi's holding it in the bag. She's like, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm like, what do you mean? She pulls it out. It's not a hockey jersey for one, Josh. It's a piece of spandex.
Come on.
And they misspelled Matthews on the back of it. And it's sublimated.
Oh, man. You got
that
ripped
looks like
off.
That looks like something Brad Honeycutt used to make back whenever he made T-shirts back in the day a couple years ago. I tell you what. I tell you two things. Number one, Matthews must have been a pretty good player, I guess, at whatever it was they were in.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, could you imagine popping that jersey on Poston?
Hey, I've got it out in the truck.
No, we don't want to scare people.
That might be an FCC violation.
I've got the blue one. I got the white one. Which one you want? At least the blue one, the name is spelled right.
I've had 2 purchases off TikTok Shop.
Yep.
I bought the fake Apple fancy headphones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so far, noise cancellation, not the best, of course, but
Right.
they were $30.
Yeah.
I waste $30 at Weigels through the week, right, getting Doc Coke. So, but that, I guess it's back to DH Gate, Jake.
I guess so, but
Yeah, you got TikToked.
I got TikTok.
Oh, well done. I see what you did there.
Ah, buddy.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And then, of course, to end the show, we have a huge announcement for the show in regards to it. So over the past little bit, we've been wanting to bring in people in the community, and we're still going to do that over the course of the next few months, especially leading up to football season, getting former players on, talk about some of their favorite memories, to be able to watch game clips of theirs side by side. So we're really looking forward to that, Josh. Might
That'd be
get
awesome.
Coach Cody in on that.
That'd be awesome.
as
I'd love
well.
that.
But something has been missing as opposed to what I've been used to. So I'm used to, Matthew.
I love it.
Look at that.
Jake got TikTok,
You know what,
guys.
Jake? That's I don't know that that's you.
Oh, that's him.
I
can
don't know
see
that
his
that's
big
you,
head.
Jake.
Hey,
I mean,
at least my triangle's going like that.
yeah.
Yeah, his big head. That's him.
You want to talk about big heads?
You sure you want to go down that road with this big
All right,
before
what
this
were you
big
saying?
announcement he's about to go through?
Oh, man. But the way I'm used to doing my show is it's me, my co-host, my producer, and the third mic guy. And, Caden, we are more than pleased to welcome you on as the third mic guy for Jake Miller Sports Talk.
Hey. Oh, man. Well, number one, I appreciate the opportunity. I'm so excited. I love the show. I love what you all have done for this program and for Campbell County, how you support, football, basketball, baseball, softball. It doesn't matter what it is. You all are going to be behind it, and y'all are going to stand for it in the show. I'm excited, man. It's going to be a great journey, and I'm excited to be a part of this, and I'm not taking for granted. God's given me this blessing. I'm excited, and I'm just going to run with it.
And we're excited to have you on every single week except for one that we know of. But the good news is your first Thursday, you ain't got to work.
I know, because you are on a cruise.
I might come back looking like Larry the Lobster, but that'll be okay.
That's all right.
Actually, I'll only be Larry the Lobster for about a day or two, and you know
It'll
how I
be
am.
so worth it, though. Gosh.
Well, you know how I am. I'll end up being.
How about
Yeah,
you
you'll
and Lexi stay at home, me and Josh take your tickets?
I ain't going on no cruise with you. Driving from Jacksboro to Knoxville gave me a nervous wreck already.
Oh, could you imagine a 14-hour car ride down to Fort Lauderdale?
I love you, Poston. I ain't going to go in the middle of the ocean for you.
And that is going to do it for us. Josh, thank you so much.
Thanks, Jake. Thanks for doing the show tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Caden, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you,
Welcome
man.
aboard. Stay tuned. 30 minutes. Campbell County will tip off against Central right here on WLAF. Stay with us.